Hey guys, this is Mike and you're watching the Woolly Bug YouTube channel. It is Sunday, December 23rd, 2018. It's a couple days before Christmas here in the state of Pennsylvania, and it's been a great year. I want to say Merry Christmas to all my subscribers and anybody who's watching for the first time. I really appreciate you watching the channel and for coming along with me on my fishing adventures here in Pennsylvania and the East Coast. And it was a great year, and I'm looking forward to it again in 2019, so thanks. And today, I finally had the weather come together that I can get out and do some wild trout fishing. I was going to go to Potter County this morning, and then I changed my mind at the last minute after looking at the temperatures, because it's going to be around freezing all day up there, and I just didn't want to deal with that. It's not optimal for fishing in general. Ice on the guides, ice on the reel, and the fish are just not going to be cooperative. And so I decided to stay southeast, and I'm in Luzerne County here, and this is a trib of a trib that flows into the Susquehanna River. So I'm blue lining today. I am not 100% sure there are brook trout in here. There are rumors there's brook trout in here. The water looks like it's high quality. It's very cold. It's low 40s today, and the water level appears to be up a little bit. Of course, I don't know that for sure, but just knowing these small streams in this part of the state, I would say this water level is a little bit higher than average. It's probably cranking out of the springs up top because of the rain we had on Thursday into Friday. And I'm excited to get out here and explore. It's skinny water, but if there's a good population of brook trout, the size of the creek really doesn't matter. You know, as long as you can get a decent cast and drift, you should be able to catch them. We're going to be fishing subsurface today. You know, fishing dry flies usually isn't something that works in the winter unless you get a real mild day and those fish are more active. But I'm ready to go. I got the Woolly Bug beanie on, I got my gloves and my Yak Track hand warmers in there. So guys, I'll show you what I'm using, and then we're gonna hike up into the mountains here. I think I estimated it's about 1.5 miles, 2 miles of water that we can fish before we get to the headwaters. So should be an interesting Sunday. Let's go check it out. Okay guys, I got the Hatch 3 Plus out here on the 8-foot 4-weight G-Looms, which is no surprise to my subscribers who watch me brook trout fish. But what is new is this new pattern I tied up last night. I was down in Boiling Springs at TCO Fly Shop talking to Alex and Jake last night, and I saw these pink legs, and I remember seeing Benny P's Pink Cadillac pattern he tied on YouTube, and I thought I'm going to take that home and tie up something myself. So Benny, I'm calling this the Pink Ferrari. It's basically a size 14 jig hook with a tungsten pink bead. And then I've used a dubbing mixture of hare's mask and hairline pink dubbing, 2 types, for the body. And then I actually tie over the foil tinsel, not really making a specific called out wing casing there on top. That's tied on with a 5X tippet. I'm gonna use weight intermittently today underneath my lightning strike indicator. And we're gonna start down here, and you can tell this is a skinny stream in parts. But we're going to be working our way upstream, guys, looking for water where these brook trout could be living if they're in here. This is blue lining at its best. That's a great spot to start right there. And let's see what we can do, guys. Well guys, there are some brook trout in this stream, and so far they're munching on that little nymph I tied up last night. Well guys, that's a great first fish to say there's brook trout in this stream. Really beautiful wild Luzerne County brook trout. Liking that Pink Ferrari. So I've been catching a lot of these little guys today. You know, they're probably evidence that this stream does have a pretty good population of fish when you see the smaller ones. I mean, I've had some much smaller than this as well taking that nymph. I'm walking a lot of water between spots where I'm getting hits, but it's still rewarding when they're a good sized brookie like this. Guys, that's a pretty good sized brook trout here in Luzerne County. He likes that Pink Ferrari nymph. Had to put a new one on because my old one was getting all torn up. Guys, these woods are very thick back in here. No easy trail to get in and out of here. Hey guys, this is what happens when you throw your daughter a happy princess birthday and the balloon just goes into the clear blue sky. It does end up somewhere. It typically ends up out here. You know, if you're gonna do balloons, you should try to make sure that you keep track of them. Happy birthday. Well guys, I walked a long way till I caught this guy. It was tough conditions here, but finally got one. The stream's getting pretty skinny up here, but they're still in here. I've missed many. Okay guys, I'm calling it quits here from Luzerne County. The sun's headed down. I gotta hike back out to that power line. And then I think Google Maps is telling me that there's a trail about 200 yards up that I can cut back down to the road I came in on. So I'm really hoping that's the case, because these woods are crazy thick. There are no trails. And again, the only way in and out on streams like this is the water. And this water specifically has a lot of downed wood across it. A lot of jagger bushes on the edges of the stream. It's just not going to be fun if I have to go back that way. So we'll see. But hey, I had no expectations coming in here today. I didn't even know if there were trout in here. So it turns out there are brook trout. The population was so-so. I mean, I did have quite a few misses, and I don't know if that's because of the hook size or if it's because the thorax, I had too much dubbing on it coming too far down the hook bend. But I think it might have been that, or maybe it's the winter and just the subtle takes. But a lot of fish that were on briefly and then you can see them and then they're off. I don't know what that is. I also can't get a good overhead tension because of the tight quarters here with all the branches. This is one of those streams I could have used a 7-foot or even a 6-foot fly rod on. But hey, what are you gonna do? I mean, I got out to fish and it was a pretty fun afternoon exploring this area. It's pretty thick and nasty, but still beautiful. That power line area down there was really interesting, where the stream actually cut across the power line, and there were trout out there. I saw them. But anyways, I had fun. The Pink Ferrari caught some fish for me, and gonna call it a night. So guys, thanks for watching Woolly Bugs, and I'll catch up with you next time.